Hello everyone, to all our wonderful subscribers. We say thank you so much for staying with us. And if you're new here, we are happy to find us. Please don't forget to like our videos, love our videos, and share our videos. And do not forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more upcoming videos. And in the comment section, please note the regressive comments, please. Thank you. To see you in our next video. Stay blessed.
Because people keep saying, the children and all that. You think of the children and this happen. At the end of the day, you still leave those children at the mercy of strangers or family member that will not treat them the way you can treat them. So it's better you live with them. Religion and culture is another problem, where they will tell people the marriage is for better, for worse. That is another problem of marriages. They will say, oh yeah, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health. Actually, born in sickness and in health, yes. Agbo for richer or for poorer, yes. But for better, for worse, for better, for worse means you cannot leave that place. Okay? You cannot leave. No. The way religion makes people feel, once you enter marriage, you cannot leave. No, ma'am.
InDrive. Choose a fair price for your ride.
Chest pain is not a sign of domestic violence. I never said chest pain is a sign of domestic violence, so don't get me wrong. I said chest pain could be a result of health issues, medical, psychological, emotional. Yes, chest pain could be a result of different things. Okay? And it has to be checked out. Okay? So the marriage vows is one of the problems that makes people stay where they are not supposed to stay. Society too. What will the society say? People stay in there. If I leave, even families do not help matter too. Families will tell you, when you go, don't come back. And remember, we are talking about a woman who is representing Jesus, according to how Christian will put it. How will they hear that a minister of God, is divorcing? There was one woman who said she was a minister in a big church about 3 or 4 years ago, who said because she became divorced, they asked her to leave the church. She said that thing traumatized her for so long, but now she knows better that actually, okay, somebody said, hold on. Auntie, the reporting of domestic by female is higher than by men underreported. Okay. Oh, God bless you, Titi. How can a medical doctor be praying for someone with chest pain? That could signal a lot of underlying issues. Thank you. So in that place, I fault him in that angle. Why are you praying for somebody that has chest pain instead of telling her, go to the hospital immediately? He said when the chest pain now persisted, that was when they said she has to go to the hospital. Now, eventually that inspired her. Anyway. So, this domestic violence thing, honestly, is not something that should be taken with levity. I saw one video now. I don't know whether it's domestic violence. I don't know whether it's somebody, whether they're husband and wife. The guy did not show his face. The guy tied the woman, carry cutlass, and was using cutlass. I don't know if any of you have seen that video. Somebody sent it to me now. It's not something I can share on my page. And was using cut and lass to beat this lady. Come and see red all over the place. I don't know what the woman did to her, to him, but it was a man that was doing it. Somebody said, when you are talking about DV, the one for men is not actually physical. Most for men is emotional and verbal. For women, that could lead to fast pie, it is physical. A lot of women face physical abuse than men. That everybody can attest to. We are not saying women do not do it, but women face that more than men. And it has led to a loss of many lives of women. So we cannot overemphasize on this. If it is not working, oh, you saw it. Video yẹn ò bọ́ sí rárá. Ṣé domestic v ni àbí kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ nínú video yẹn? Because I saw it, I couldn't pick out what was going on. The person that posted it did not even put caption for us to know what was going on. And because of the nature of the video, I can't reshare on my page. Torí community standard, you know. So now, as it is, of course, Osinach has gone since April, was it 2022 or 2023? Osinach has gone. Our children are there. The father, as it is, has been sentenced to pie by hanging. Has been sentenced to pie by hanging. Now, the sentence to pie by hanging, some people are like, who will now take care of the children? Those children. 8 April 2022. Thank you, Gospel Revival. I shall know, sir, says April 2022. How time flies. That's 3 years ago. Wow, it's been long ago. Now, the children the father has been sentenced to pie by hanging. And I see people saying, they should have just given him some years so he can go back to the children. Please, do you think the children can still embrace this man as a father after all that happened? After all they witnessed? Or you think those children are not growing to understand life as they grow? Or you are thinking the children would think what their father was doing was normal forever? No. Already those children already are traumatized for life. Those children need help too to get out of that trauma, because they are going to suffer the PTSD for life. Now, husband, papa, mama, don't go. Either some people say it's audio, some people say it's not audio. Whatever it is, but I don't believe it is audio. I don't believe it is audio. If anybody think this man still has any impact in those children's life or is going to have any impact in their lives, you are deceiving yourselves. No positive impact he wants to make in their life anymore. No positive impact. A man that is supposed to be your father, and you watched him, you were looking at him, beating their mother day and night. That means even while she was on the floor, for you to kick somebody, that person must be on the floor, right? So while that woman is already on the floor, he will still be beating her right on the floor. Anybody that sees anyone on the floor and does not extend a hand to lift that person up, that person is not worth to be in your life for any reason. Either you're on the floor, this being on the floor is a different meaning. Somebody is beating you, are already on the floor, and that person continue to beat you. And that person continues to beat you. And the children are watching that. Somebody that is weak, vulnerable, powerless, no strength, already humble before you. Watuma kike molele. And those children were watching all that. This is what some children are living with. As we are talking, some children are witnessing what we are talking about. They are seeing it day and night in their homes. Tell me of what benefit. You think when those children grow up to understand life, they want to have anything to do with such man? Especially children of today. They will grow up and embrace that man. You want to traumatize that children more by wishing their father to come back into their lives. Their father was an abuser. Their father was a narcissist. Their father was a monster. They saw monster. And you want them to still continue to... It's like you don't know what it is to see, for victim to be looking at who is abusing them. Even if they are not the one he was beating, he was abusing them emotionally, psychologically, putting them under trauma to watch him beat their mother day and night at the slightest provocation, just to control. And you want those children to see and live with that kind of person. Why are we so sentimental about this parenting thing? Does somebody bringing you into this world mean they have to be in your life forever? No. Some of these parents, some of these so-called parents, they are not worth to be in a child's life. Some of them mess up children more than those children living with total stranger. Mental abuse. Thank you, Adenike Adedeji. Those children are mentally traumatized. They need counseling, therapy, serious healing. Especially knowing their mother pass on through this kind of a thing. And some of you are saying, "Oh, that pain can't ṣe wá nílùú yẹn ṣá." Are saying, they should have forgiven. Just give him some few years. Who will now be their father? Two parents are lost. There are children that are orphans in this life. They survive. They are better off than orphans than to have the kind of Nwachuku Peter as a father. They are better as parentless, as orphans, than to have his like as a father. You can't. Didn't you listen to their testimony that time? Sorry, I didn't have enough time to really record some of the videos out. The testimony they gave in the court was enough. The testimony they gave was enough. Yeah, she has the right to live, but trust me, many of them, they are already under control of their what do we call, what do they call this kind of person? The victim and the abuser. They are under the control. Most times, men that uses control are the ones that do this kind of a thing. And they go for women that they know that are vulnerable. Once they capture that control aspect, that woman is finished. Olubukola, thank you, my darling sister. She said they were already orphans when their mother died. That is the true definition of a mother. I always say something on this my page. I said a child can survive and not be traumatized without a father. But most children without a mother, when their mother is somewhere, they don't have access to that mother, they stay traumatized for life. The role of mother can be better. We are not saying fathers should die too. No. Nobody's died to pie. Many women are married to this kind of monster. This type of Nwachuku of a man. Many women are married to his type. Many women, they are stalked to his type. And if you are such women, you are among such women you are watching today, before your life will become rest in peace. Osinachi, we are looking at her face in the picture. If Osinachi is given another opportunity, maybe today, she's regretting wherever she is that I should have walked away. I should have left. Wherever she is today, she cannot be happy if she can look back to that her children are in the care of others. She would rather be there managing life if she knows better. If the society, the church, and the culture, tradition did not force her to stay put. Society is me and you. How we embrace these people when they leave. The words of encouragement we give them when they leave. What we say to them when they leave. Society is me and you. Let's change. I began to change my own mindset too. Immediately, I started having access to many of these victims. I changed my mindset too when I experienced a little bit of emotion, is it verbal and emotional abuse, psychological abuse, and I began to know what it is to stay under abuse, even though I ran away fast. Sometimes we don't have to experience it to know it. Like I said, I have made a mistake encouraging somebody I know very well, somebody close. I didn't know abuse is that bad in my younger years because of what they taught us. Somebody said that is not what they mean. They know what do they mean. They said it is a home of Ile-oko is Ile experience. No, then they should say it to both man and woman and tell a man to pay Ile Ìyàwó Ile-eko ni. If that is what they mean, because two people are going into marriage, we should stop this rubbish of telling women, that was what we were brought up with. What we were brought up with is, you cannot marry and come back to our house. I encourage somebody close to me to endure abuse without knowing I was an enabler then. I did not even get full dose of it. I got only 0.1%. I ran for my life. Maforiti, thank you. Kini kon se gbo, what will you tell the world? Don't bring shame to our family as a divorcee. It's why many women have pine. Okay, somebody said, I remember she once went back to her family when he abused her. The first time he came back with some pastors to beg. Sometimes when women go back, they experience a lot in the hands of the abuser. Once you go back to an abuser, thank you, Ijawele, for this. Let me pin this your comment. An abuser is a forever abuser. Abusers do not just start once. Before you marry them, they have been abusers. Before you meet them, they were already abusers. So you coming into their life, you have just come to help them to do the abuse, to continue. It is all about control. Adenike ṣe ọmọ ọgbọ́n ẹ̀yà japa, mo japa o. Mi ò tiẹ̀ rí 1% experience ẹ̀. Kékeré tí mo rí báyìí mo ní no, èmi kọ́ mo yẹ. And the moment you go back, to come out is always tough. The moment you go back, you have given them double power. If they have one power before, if you go back, their power will become 4. They don't change. No abuser change. It is inbuilt. It is part of them. It is who they are. If you now give yourself as accessories for them to use, trust me, it is what gives them joy. And unfortunately, some of these women will still end up begging this man after they abuse them. for peace to still reign in that house, because it is all about control. There is no point staying with an abuser. You are better off alone. This is not the era of they will call me a single mother. There are million single mothers out there that married women, and they are doing beautifully well. Their children are happier than children that are witnessing this kind of trauma. I spoke about this thing weeks ago, about children experiencing trauma. After that show, I know how many people called me with the challenges they are facing with their children. It was that video that opened their eyes, that, so could it be this is why my son is doing this? Could it be why my daughter is doing this? Because after asking one or two questions, and the answer is yes, has your daughter, your son ever witnessed you and their father screaming on top of each other? Yes. Have they witnessed any of you slapping each other? Yes. Have they witnessed you fighting biri, naked in each other? Yes. Violence is not good anywhere for any child. It affects families in the long run. That is, if somebody do not go, sometimes it is the man that will pay. Sometimes it is the woman that will pay. Most times it's women that they pay safe. And apart from that, many suffer long-term issues later in life. There is no how you can be slapping somebody every day, beating them every day. They will not suffer trauma inside their body. Kí ló máa ń pè ní accident trauma? When people have accidents, you will think you are okay, but experts will tell you go to the hospital to make sure your internal organs are okay, your brain, everything is okay, because the effect of banging can affect anything in your body, your brain, your eyes, your ear, your organs inside of you. And somebody will carry a woman, some will carry plank, some will carry boxing, as if they are fighting their mates. Life injuries, thank you, Remi Odwala. As if they are fighting their mates. Big. Something is shaking. Something is moving inside your body without you knowing. And later in life, suddenly, they will diagnose you of something, and you wonder where it's coming from. We listen, even if though the man said he never beat the wife, friends said he beat her, and they say in the process, the woman we suffered brain tumor. Why do you think when you have accident, you are feeling okay, you think something is not, everything is okay with you? Experts here will take you to the hospital. They will run you through different scans, because they know the effects might not show up immediately. It may be later, when you don't expect for it to start showing up. The same thing with somebody beating you. The same thing with somebody beating you. Oh, le fi ọwọ́ yín, ọwọ́ ọkùnrin. I have seen where a man slapped somebody. Níjọ́ kan, etí ẹni yẹn dẹ̀ ga, mi ìrírú ẹ̀ rí. I have seen where one policeman, they arrested. The guy was denying. But man yẹn dẹ̀ gbé ẹsẹ̀ ìpá, ó ṣọmọ bọ̀bọ́ yẹn létí. Etí yẹn ga báyìí, mọ́ bí ojú ẹ̀, mi ò rírú ẹ̀ rí. Ìpá ló gbá ẹni yẹn o, a kick with his boots.